Here's the $1,000,000 question: Spence or Crawford?
Errol Spence. Errol Spence.
You think easy?
Errol Spence is going. Listen, man. People, and I'll say this, and I did this video just yesterday, or day before yesterday. They say, and I was one. I was a huge Terence Crawford fan. I still am a fan, but I just don't think he beats. I don't think he beats EJ. Terence Crawford can do it all, right? Yeah. Box on the back foot, box on the inside, box from range, box from everything. He can do it all. He can move around, blah, 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 yada, yada. They say most people will say that Terence Crawford has more skills than Errol Spence. He's too skilled, right? And they'll start to favor Errol Spence, right? I mean, they say he's too skilled, but what they say is, I think that Terence Crawford's going to win, but it's a 50-50 fight.
Okay.
Right? Would you agree that people say that? I think Terence Crawford's going to win, but it's a 50-50 fight. I've heard it before.
Yeah, everybody.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, great. Now, if Terence Crawford can do everything, and you've seen him do everything, and Errol Spence is straight up and down, explain how it's 50-50. That should be one-sided for Terence Crawford. That lets me know, because again, I think outside the box. That lets me know that everybody says that everybody that's saying, I think Terence Crawford's going to win, but it's a 50-50 fight. Then you don't believe that. You don't believe that. How can you say that Terence Crawford has all these skills? He can do everything that Errol Spence can't do, but yet it's still a 50-50 fight. That makes zero sense to me. Zero. Either Terence Crawford has all these skills and he's blah, 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 so he's going to wash Errol Spence and demolish Errol Spence, or he's going to get beat. Or you don't believe what you're saying to me. You don't believe what you're saying to me, because it doesn't. How can you say 50-50? It's a 50-50 fight. No, Errol is going to demolish him. This is not going to be as hard as what people believe. It's not, bro. I see Errol destroying him. Real. I see him destroying him.
I wouldn't be surprised either way. I wouldn't be surprised with anything with this fight, because that's one thing we can all agree on, is it's one of the most exciting, evenly matched, at least on paper. I know you think it's maybe not even, but on paper, it's evenly matched, and that's why everybody's so excited to watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's I don't know what's going to happen. If you put a gun to my head and made me choose, I would. And this is fucked up because I'm cool with Derek James, but I maybe lean towards Bud, maybe, but I just don't think I could choose. I don't know. I don't want to make it a prediction either way, because I really don't know.
And that stance right there that you just said is what I'm talking about, because you agreed with me, right? That Terence Crawford can do it all. You agree with this. You have the same stance that everybody, he could do it all. He could fight all these things.
But so can Spence, though.
Yeah, but nobody says that. Nobody says that. Nobody says Spence can do it all. What people say is Spence is straight up and down. Spence don't have no head. Spence don't do anything flat-footed. That's what they say.
Did you see my interview, my last one with Derek James?
I did not, but I'm going to go back and watch it.
Okay, so there's a point in it where we're talking, and he says. I said something about Terence's style, something about Spence's style, and Derek James goes, "Well, what's his style?" And I was like, "Oh,
exactly."
And I thought about it. I'm like, he has a bunch of different styles depending on who he fights. He's like, exactly. I'm like, huh, okay, that's a good point. We've seen him toe to toe and bang like Ugas. We've seen him, box. We've seen him do whatever he needs to do. So. I think they both have. The only thing that Terence Crawford has that Spence doesn't do is switch hits. That's it. Other than that, they're pretty even, right?
Yeah, except for Errol is bigger. So if you have a big little guy, you have a good little guy and a good big guy, who do you favor?
I didn't realize he's bigger.
Errol is bigger. Yes, Errol is bigger. Yes,
okay, well,
he's bigger than Bud. He's tall. He's taller than Bud, and he's just physically bigger than Bud.
Okay, well, yeah, so that's not good. That's not.
No, that's why he calls him little man. That's why he says, "There goes a little guy. There goes a little guy." So this is why I'm saying to people, like, bro, I hear you guys talking to me, and it makes sense, right? What you're saying makes sense until you get to the point where you say it's a 50-50 fight. It is not. You can't tell me that one guy does everything better than another guy, but it's a 50-50 fight. When what makes it 50-50 is this guy does everything better than, and this guy doesn't do everything.
Yeah,
I
I never thought that Bud did everything better at all. I thought they were very evenly matched. But you know, it's going to be fun.